following developing news tonight in Lancaster, where pop star Aaron Carter has died at the age of 34.
Yeah, the troubled performer grew up in the limelight, but he was in and out of rehab several times in his short life.
I'm anti-establishment, so I can never be the establishment. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm at the Diddy party, I'm there to tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to see who the is in here and what do y'all get from being in here.
Aaron Carter begged for help in front of the world. He begged for financial support to help get him a private security team to keep him alive. He said on numerous occasions, if anything happens to me, I promise you, I am not suicidal. And no one said anything.
Silence breaker for my brother, who is a and they're after my life. My whole family is after my life, and they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. They owe me money, and they're trying to off. And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can so I can move to an undisclosed location where I am safe. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage, saying I wanted to hang myself.
Has passed since Aaron Carter's tragic death, yet his story has once again gripped public attention. Newly surfaced footage has sparked a wave of speculation, with many surprisingly pointing fingers at Sean Diddy Combs. Adding an unexpected twist, comedian and whistleblower Katt Williams claims to have critical insights into what might have transpired in Aaron's final days.
They put the drugs in the baby oil. You thinking you getting a massage? Can't even get up.
Aaron Carter is dead at the age of just 34 years old, and we've actually learned a little bit more into his final moments and what cops found at the scene. So as you know, Aaron's been struggling with substance for a few years now, and cops actually found evidence of that at the death scene. They found cans of compressed air and prescription pills in both his bathroom and his bedroom. We know the last time anyone saw Aaron alive was about 2 a.m. on Friday, when there was a welfare check made to his home. Police responded, and his housekeeper actually let them inside, but when Aaron found out what was going on, he got really upset with the housekeeper, told the police to leave, and told his housekeeper to stay in her room. We're told she had no contact with him all day Friday, and then Saturday morning she felt that something was off. She knocked on his door to get him his coffee. She heard his dogs going crazy, and that's when she made her way inside. The law enforcement sources told us they believe that Aaron's body was in the tub for quite a while. We're told the color of the water was unnatural and there was a smell of decomposition inside the home. Not only that, the jets were still running in his tub when he was found. So Aaron's really grown a social media following, especially on his live streams, and it was back in September when fans called for a welfare check at his home after they believed he was huffing compressed air canisters during a live broadcast. And during another recent live, he read a text message out loud that he got from his fiancée, Melanie.
She just told me you're going to die. Wow.
Comforted by the rest of the band to the audience cries of, "We love you, Nick," grieving for his little brother. Nick writing in a social media post Sunday, "My heart is broken. Even though my brother and I had a complicated relationship, my love for him has never ever faded. Addiction and mental illness is the real villain here. I love you, Chiz." Aaron had a meteoric rise to fame. He was 9 years old when he first performed on stage, and by 13, he was a hit recording artist. His most popular album, Aaron's Party, peaking to number 4 on the Billboard 200 list, selling more than 3 million copies. This guest star stint on Lizzie McGuire in 2001, ratifying his first crush status for a tween nation.
Merry Christmas, Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire's Hilary Duff once dated Aaron, taking to Instagram, addressing Aaron directly with compassion, writing, "I'm deeply sorry that life was so hard for you and that you had to struggle in front of the whole world. Boy, did my teenage self love you deeply." The actor and singer's death coming after years of deep-rooted personal and professional turmoil.
Aaron told me in 2011, "I love being a performer and entertaining, and when I can't do that, my world is in shambles. It doesn't work for me."
Over the years, Aaron dealing with bankruptcy and family strife.
What do you think the price of fame was for your family?
Self-destructing. Like a tornado just came through our house and family got tossed everywhere.
Battling with losing his sister Leslie to an overdose in January of 2012. The former teenage heartthrob was embroiled in domestic violence accusations by his fiancée. And in 2019, his brother Nick and twin sister Angel filed a restraining order against Aaron. He also publicly shared his struggles with addiction, talking about it here on The Doctors.
I was huffing because I'm a drug addict. I'm a drug addict. So I'm a drug addict in recovery. You might not look at me smoking weed as being sober, but I do.
Aaron Carter's struggles with fame and the harsh realities of the entertainment industry were well known. Unlike Justin Bieber, who managed to navigate the challenges of Hollywood stardom, Aaron found himself overwhelmed by the immense pressures of fame. The relentless demands of the industry, combined with his personal battles, left him vulnerable. By the time of his tragic passing, Aaron had become a poignant symbol of how the entertainment world can exploit its stars, only to leave them broken in its wake.
This is Aaron Carter. I want to verify that this is actually my GoFundMe page. There's been a lot of misdirection that I've had to do in order to protect myself from being the silence breaker for my brother. And now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life. And they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million. And they don't want to pay me. And it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money and they're trying to kill me off. And I'm begging you and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can so I can move to an undisclosed location where I'm safe. My realtor won't sell my house. They're all involved in this and they're trying to keep me there. They had cops come and check for a rope in my garage saying I wanted to hang myself. So please trust what I'm saying, and please don't...
The narrative surrounding Aaron Carter's life has taken a darker twist as old photos of him with Diddy have resurfaced online, reigniting curiosity about their connection. Why were they associated? What brought them together? Could Aaron have uncovered secrets too dangerous to share? Rumors are swirling that Aaron may have been preparing to expose hidden truths about Hollywood's shadowy underbelly, revelations that some speculate might have implicated Diddy and his circle of powerful allies. Fans are now scrutinizing Aaron's final interviews and social media posts, searching for clues that could shed light on the circumstances of his untimely death. The emerging narrative paints a chilling picture, raising unsettling questions about what Aaron might have known and whether his knowledge made him a target.
Aaron Carter's cause of death is revealed. According to online records obtained by E! News, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner coroner determines that the singer died in November due to drowning. Secondary causes were listed as the effects of alprazolam, which is sold under the brand Xanax, and difluoroethane, a compressed gas. His death was ruled an accident. TMZ says that the full coroner's report states Aaron became, quote, incapacitated while in the bathtub due to the effects of substances and drowned. On November 5th, the singer's rep confirmed his passing to E! News in a statement, saying it is with deepest regret to report Aaron Carter was found unresponsive this AM in his home in Palmdale, California. That same day, the LA Sheriff's Department told E! News in a press release that deputies responded to a 911 call from a residence at approximately 11 a.m. According to the release, the informant on the call, a house sitter, stated she found a male unresponsive in the bathtub. Shortly after the deputies arrived, fire department personnel arrived and pronounced the male deceased at the scene. A Lancaster Sheriff's Office spokesperson confirmed to E! News that officers arrived at Aaron's home but offered no further details. Aaron, who was the younger brother of Backstreet Boys member Nick Carter, was a former child star in his own right. He rose to fame at age 9 in 1997 with the pop hit Crush on You, a cover of a song by the Jets. He went on to tour as an opening act for the Backstreet Boys as well as Britney Spears before headlining his own concerts.
I definitely want to be just as big as the Backstreet Boys or just as big as Britney, but not really in the sense of being big. Just having a good time and succeeding in my life and fulfilling my goals is all that really matters. No money, nothing really matters about anything.
He released 5 studio albums and famously dated actress Hilary Duff for several years. Following his death, she spoke out on Instagram saying, "For Aaron, I'm deeply sorry that life was so hard for you and that you had to struggle in front of the whole world. You had a charm that was absolutely effervescent. Boy, did my teenage self love you deeply. Sending love to your family at this time. Rest easy." Aaron's brother Nick also paid tribute to him, telling fans, "Even though my brother and I have had a complicated relationship, my love for him has never ever faded. I will miss my brother more than anyone will ever know."
Did friends and family try to intervene at all, especially near the end?
I don't think so.
Why not?
To be honest, when I got there, the day the incident happened, there was no friends was there. I was really surprised. It was just me and Melanie families, you know, a few people. But people I used to see him every day in his house, on his FaceTime, nobody was there. That's why it's kind of concerning me. What happened? What was going on the day before? Like, we need to find out. I mean, not me, but the police will find out. But there is something just...
What do you think happened?
I personally think he was on medication and he fallen asleep in a bathtub, and that's what happened. That's what I personally think, but we don't know until we find out the real, you know.
And you said you saw aerosol cans in the bathroom, correct? So there could have been that going on also?
Yes.
When was the last time you spoke to Aaron?
Well, we've been messaging on Instagram and text message like days before, but last time he FaceTimed me from Santa Monica. He was at the dentist's office. So he said, "Come down here, I'm doing a root canal. And it's very painful. I want you to hold my hand." I said, "I can't do it," and I had some plans, you know, I had to go to work. I said, "I'll come see you tomorrow." And I couldn't go see him because I think he was traveling after that. He's doing some kind of touring, small concerts in different states.
There had been concern where fans had been reaching out saying, "Hey, stop him from doing these drugs and stop him from doing the huffing." Had you seen that?
Yes, of course.
And did you ask him about that?
Yes, we had a conversation together and he said, "What do you want me to do?" I said, "Can we please check you into rehab? You do have the insurance, Melanie told me. We can get you to the rehab." And he said, "Is that what you want me to do?" I said, "Well, I want you to do it for you than for me because I don't want to see you like this." He goes, "Okay, I'll do it. Just give me a week and I'll do it. Give me 2 weeks and I'll do it." And it never happened.
Why don't you think he wanted to go to rehab?
Because I think the mental illness he has and the addiction he had, I think was controlling his life. But Aaron also was a very lonely person in his mind, you know. He had friends, he had family, but I think he's the type of a guy, he wants to be surrounded with family, blood-related family. He loved his son, you know, he loved kids. And in a point he said, "Can you be the godfather of my son?" I said, "Of course I will be the godfather." But I think he was giving too much, but he was very lonely in his own mind. He wanted to be hugged, he wanted to be loved, but one person can't give all that, you know. I think we needed more people there, but those people not there, they were not there. I think they gave up on him.
Do you think his family gave up on him?
I think they gave up on him, and with all the respect to his family, and I saw the video yesterday, his brother, Nick, was crying. Of course, it's emotional. His blood, his brother. Of course, he's hurting a lot, but I don't think he should have ever give up on Aaron.
Adding to the intrigue, whispers from Hollywood insiders suggest that following Diddy's recent arrest, the FBI may be revisiting Aaron Carter's case. While the official cause of Aaron's death was ruled as an overdose linked to substance abuse and mental health struggles, many fans remain skeptical of the official narrative. The renewed attention has fueled speculation, with some questioning whether there could be more to Aaron's tragic story than what has been publicly disclosed.
Aaron Carter's mom has made a pretty remarkable decision. She has decided she wants the world to see the death scene, where the bathroom where Aaron was found dead. And the reason for this is she is calling out the police and feels like they did not do a proper investigation here because She is certainly insinuating that there may have been foul play involved in Aaron Carter's death. We're gonna bring her on, but before we do, I just want to make something really clear. The police have said it was not foul play. They have not identified anybody as a person of interest, a suspect, anything like that. The operating theory is he was huffing and he overdid it and died in the bathtub. So that's the operating theory. She has a different point of view. Right. The photos that she has released show the bathtub. It shows the floor around the bathtub, and there are things that she sees there or doesn't see in these images that that make her suspicious. And she wanted to make sure that Aaron's death remains something that people are talking about. And I think she's insinuating she wants people to put pressure on the police to do a thorough investigation. So joining us now to talk about why she put these out is Jane Carter, Aaron's mom. Jane, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you so much.
So Jane, why don't you walk us through what troubles you about that scene, about the things that you saw in the photograph and the things that you've heard happened in the house?
Oh, well, the first day, I mean, I got a call. The first thing, I got a call from my daughter, Angel, and she said that Aaron was found in the pool. So then I found out later that he was found in a tub, and it just, everything, the stories just kind of kept changing. But I was very concerned because, you know, he had obviously had a lot of people that were harassing him on the internet.
Are you suggesting that somebody may have done him harm? Somebody who was going after him online?
Oh, absolutely.
Jane, what is it you think happened? I mean, you know, the police have said there was no obvious sign of foul play in his death. So what is the theory that you think may have happened?
The Lancaster Police Department was there many, many times on welfare checks, sent there by different people. And, you know, the night that he died, Melanie said that there was a welfare check. And there was obviously not a welfare check. The lady, Betty, that was the housekeeper, said he was fine, and nobody actually really checked on Aaron.
I am so sorry, and I don't want to like challenge you on this, but I got to ask, isn't that kind of splitting hairs? The police did show up for a welfare check. My understanding is they talked to Betty, never got to Aaron because Betty said he was okay. That was my recollection.
Yeah, and isn't that interesting? That Betty was just like let go, and nobody knows where she is now. She was never interviewed. There was never any kind of homicide investigation, which there should have been.
I want to ask you this. You were open and honest about your sister's death.
Yeah.
And you've acknowledged that prescription medications, but Xanax, Klonopin,
Absolutely.
You said you take opiates for surgeries that you've had in the past. Do you ever worry that you could ever overdose?
I mean, there's always that worry, but there's also the fact that I had to kiss my sister goodbye in the coffin. I had to kiss her body. I had to kiss her right on her cheek, and I kept kissing her. And that was a scary thing. My family knows. Before I did the show, the doctors, they knew that I was taking Xanax and stuff like that, and that I was going to actually psychiatrists to do that. I know that there is no happy ending to any of those medications.
Proud of you for realizing that.
It's not even a realization, it's a fact. It's a medical fact.
And usually the doctor has to say that. Before we take a break, Aaron, I want to ask you one thing real quickly. What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear? I don't even know how to answer that question.
Skeptics have pointed out inconsistencies in the reports, questioning whether Aaron Carter's death was truly accidental. In one chilling interview, Aaron expressed his greatest fear, not living as long as he should. His words now seem eerily prophetic, adding to the mystery surrounding his death.
So what's the price that you're willing to pay for success? Justin Bieber, arguably one of the best musical artists in the last 10 years. By the way, do you know how old Justin Bieber is now, today? 30 years old. He got famous 15 years ago when he was, and probably before that, because if you're meeting Diddy, you're probably famous at that point. He's been famous for a decade and a half. At what point do the parents have to say, hey, look, we love our kid. We want the best for him. He really wants to go for this music thing. He's up here in Canada, and we're going to bring him to Miami, to LA, and we're going to give him a shot. Now, what happens behind closed doors, that's, Justin Bieber and Diddy knows. But let's not get it twisted. The kid's not 5 years old. He's not 10 years old. You're 15 years old. You're at Diddy's house. You kind of got to be able to make decisions.
Are you saying at 15, Adam? I'm so confused. Are you saying at 15 he should have responsibility to not let a man him and potentially?
Well, A, yes. But B, the parents, where are they here? Why aren't the parents saying anything?
A 2022 interview from Justin Bieber has resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's legal drama. In the sit-down with Zane Lowe 4 years ago, Justin isn't talking about the disgraced media mogul directly, but his past trauma in the music industry, his album changes, and being a newlywed to wife Haley.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Talk of the video comes after footage of Diddy and Justin also resurfaced on social media recently.
Not anyone could just be in the position that I'm in.
Video shows Diddy alongside teenage Justin, leaving people to speculate if, at the time, he subjected the pop star to his alleged freak-offs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sequences, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time.
You're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time.
During the Zane Lowe interview, Justin breaks down in tears when talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish, who at the time quickly rose to superstar status.
Well, I just wanted to be a good example, and it was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. I just wanted to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
When it comes to what Justin thinks of Diddy's allegations, a source tells ET Justin's not focused on what is going on with Diddy or the allegations against him. Instead, our insider says Justin and Haley are focused on baby Jack, whom they welcomed in August. They've been absorbed in their own happiness and family, appreciating this time together. In fact, building a family with Haley was top of mind during Justin and Zane's chat, an idea that lifted the singer's spirits.
I'm really excited to have babies with you, enjoy, just celebrate, all the amazing things that we've been given. Because we are blessed, babe. We are, man. There's so much pain in the world, and we don't understand why, and there's so much things that are so unexplainable, but what is the reality? We are blessed,
The situation becomes even murkier when considering Diddy's alleged influence over both Justin Bieber and Aaron Carter. Rumors suggest that Diddy had a similar dynamic with Aaron, helping both young stars rise to fame. However, their paths diverged dramatically. While Justin managed to navigate the pressures of stardom with relative success, Aaron's experience was far more tragic, raising questions about the darker side of their relationship with Diddy.
What's the deal now when you think about Justin Bieber? Yeah. He kind of has your look going right now. It's almost like he's kind of stole your whole look.
Yeah, you know what? Justin Bieber, if you're listening, bro, look, I've never met you. I've never had a conversation with you. The only time you ever engaged with me ever was when I lied and I said I was in line at your movie premiere and you retweeted it, but I lied about that. I wasn't actually at your movie premiere. But that was the only engagement I ever got from him, and I thought that was kind of like a low blow thing, even back then. But what I got upset about is first of all, a guy like me, I love you, Biebs. I love you, dude. Like, you got a great voice. You're a better singer than me. I'll give it to you. Like, you were a better singer when you were 12 than I am now. You don't think that Aaron Rosenberg, his entertainment attorney, and Justin Bieber approve their questions when it's on Billboard? Of course they do. So when I'm trying to come back out and Aaron Rosenberg allowed a question to be asked, how did you get Justin Bieber to not turn out like Aaron Carter? And I'm supposed to just sit there and take that? That's not okay, Justin. That's not okay, Aaron Rosenberg. You have my name too, bro. That's not okay. I didn't like that. I thought that was like you're kicking me. It's like kicking a handicapped person. Like I'm trying to get up off the ground. Don't do that to me. I had just had an article in Billboard 2 weeks before that article came out. And then they come out with that article.
Boy,
do you see the monopolization and the boycott?
Yeah, but think about your life. Think about your life too. You get the jacket from Michael Jackson. You get the question about Bieber, like, you know, and it's like it's almost like.
But I don't have any problems with Justin.
But how do you respond to what Justin said? How did Justin?
Justin didn't say anything. It was his entertainment attorney.
So what did his entertainment attorney say about you in the article?
I didn't even read that part. I looked at the question. What?
What are you upset about? Just the question?
What did that turn out like?
It's like the disrespect, the fact that, like, I get what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying?
You're saying they get the list of questions before they even ask them. For them to even it's insinuating that he ended up in a not great place, right?
You didn't see the question. How did you get Justin Bieber to stop throwing eggs at people's houses?
You didn't see that, right?
Because it was approved.
If somebody asked Justin Bieber, if someone said, Justin Bieber, how do you handle radio personalities that are like douchebags like John Jay, Van Ness? I'd be like, oh my God, you see this question? I'm in an article about Justin Bieber. They call me a douchebag. I'd be all excited. Like, you don't look at it that way.
The thing is like Justin and I have had parallel type of lifestyles. The difference is I started at a lot younger than he did. And, and I lost it all. And, his comeback came from 2 years. I'm coming back from like 12 years of being gone, dude.
And doesn't that question, even that question existing, insinuate that there's no coming back for you?
Exactly.
That you're already gone.
Thank you.
Like you can lose it all, and you were kind of trying to be a mentor, and then he got like kind of nasty with you.
Yeah, Justin Bieber and I, we have a very peculiar relationship. Like he hit me up on Instagram, and he was like, "Oh, come over and hang out to my house." And I was like, "Actually, no, you can come over to mine." I got 4-wheelers, and so I'm not trying to just sit around and look at artwork. Come over to my house. I got 4-wheelers, ATXs, and bikes, and we can go ride around and actually, have some fun, And then
when was that?
That was, a year ago.
Oh, okay.
So, and then there was an incident when he was being a little dickhead. I told him on Twitter, I said, if I see you, I'm gonna punch you in your face. So
how long ago was that?
Maybe 6-7 years ago. I don't know, something like that. Like he was doing.
So you guys are cool now.
No, we're not cool. We're not. No, we're
but
not.
He invited
cool.
you over a year ago.
I'm his competitor, man.
But a year ago he asked you to come over.
Yeah, and I said no.
And so when's the last time you talked to him since then?
I don't really have anything to say to Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
He Scooter Braun. It was very interesting because when I released my Love album, I did a Billboard article, and then the next day, after I hadn't been out with music for like 10 years, Aaron Rosenberg, Justin Bieber's entertainment attorney, was asked a question. Of course, he approves all the questions. You know how it goes. How did you get Justin Bieber to not turn out like Aaron Carter?
Wow.
And that was the question that was asked to Justin Bieber's entertainment attorney. And I was livid because I had just done a great article with them the day before about my coming back as basically like a new artist that's producing his music and not being puppeted and doing it himself. And that really hurt. That really hurt to see that. And to see like the boycotting, because there's this underlining smear campaign, cancel culture, troll boycott thing that we're all going through. Everybody that's in this industry, I'm sure you're going through it too. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me to go.
Getting boycotted?
Smear campaigns, cancel cultures, trolls, people making up lies, doxing you. Now that I've started to really just get my life together, it's like I feel like people are trying to bring me back down to where I was before, and I'm not that person anymore. I'm engaged. I'm about to have a baby on the way.
I don't want to hear none of these about, he's in an episode. Harley Pasternak follow me to the hotel. The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't kill. clear the Backstreet Boys sample. You get what I'm saying? Harley Pasternak Pusher, your trainer. Harley Pasternak, Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? And then around for the money on some Mike Rubin. Slap Mike Rubin. I see that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, these
This is all mind control. You gotta understand, like I don't believe I'm putting myself at risk because I think God uses me for a time like this. He put me in this situation and had y'all follow me from George Bush Don't Care to Beyonce Had the Best Video to now. For some reason, y'all are interested. 2 Chainz said, why is your belt buckle? Y'all niggas shoulders looking. Like, y'all are interested for some reason. And they wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right? Yeah. I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
They can't scare you, they can't control you, they try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. Exactly. It's up.
Then there's Jaguar Wright, an industry veteran who has bravely taken on the task of connecting the dots that many prefer to ignore. In her candid and often shocking interviews, Jaguar has highlighted a disturbing pattern, a series of mysterious deaths linked to individuals who were allegedly close to Diddy, his associates, or frequent guests at his infamous parties. Names like Uncle Ron, Liam Payne, and Aaron Carter have all come under scrutiny, with Jaguar claiming they had insider knowledge about the hidden realities behind Hollywood's closed doors. What's particularly unsettling is the timing. Each of these individuals reportedly hinted at exposing the entertainment industry's darkest secrets before meeting their untimely and mysterious...
Uncle Ron, Beyonce's ex-bodyguard, who threatened to expose them. Yeah, threatened to expose them, I believe, in 2023, is deceased. He's passed away.
Allegedly, that's what they are saying.
Allegedly, that is what they are saying. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, they said he died from that pneumonia.
Yes.
You know, just like Kim, just like Brittany Murphy. That pneumonia ain't no joke. Hey, every time somebody get to telling the truth about someone, whoever's been lying, they just say a little prayer and then the pneumonia come and then yeah. A lot of people been getting that pneumonia. I'm surprised they didn't try to say that Liam got that pneumonia, but you know, he went over that balcony. But the thing is, they say he went on his own. But there's 2 other things that I considered as I speculate. This is all my speculation. None of this is true yet. But what if somebody told him he had to jump off? Man. What if he would have rather jumped and be pow-pow? Right. You know? Or maybe imminent danger was there. And
it's
that
alleged
was
that
only escape.
Right. It's alleged that he had Tootsie.
No, that's not alleged. That is a fact. There, Rook. It was found in his system in his autopsy. That's not alleged.
That's crazy.
The Tootsie, Yep.
Jack, Liam Payne, his fall. There's a lot of alleged things they're saying that happened.
On multiple levels, his fall.
There's a lot of speculations.
Personal life.
Right.
Health.
What is his ties to Diddy?
I mean, all of those kids from that era, even the British bands, they all partied with Diddy. I'm just... It's hard for me to truly get invested in what's happening to Liam Payne right now because I haven't gotten over what happened to Nick. Nick's brother, Aaron Carter.
Right.
A lot of people keep forgetting Aaron Carter was begging for help, begging for independent financing, begging for security. He made it very clear Sony was out to get him, just like Michael Jackson told him they would be. And right around that time, his brother had just been accused of one of the girls from making the band, Diddy's entity. And they were trying to make all of that go away. And Aaron called his brother out. And then the next thing you know, he said, if anything happens to me, I did not do this to myself. And then he was gone, and they said he took his own life, just like they're saying about Liam Payne. Why doesn't anyone want to see the same thing happening over and over and over again? Because if Diddy is responsible for Liam Payne, then he is without a doubt responsible for Aaron Carter.
So, what do you think? Could Aaron Carter's untimely death have been conveniently buried to shield those at the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any new content. Until then, fam, keep it real.